I saw some headlines about this the other day, and honestly, my first reaction was just to ignore it. Like, I thought it was probably just another one of those internet rumors that people blow out of proportion for clicks, but then I actually started looking into it. And yeah, it's real. Or at least it's becoming real in a way that's actually kind of concerning if you care about how the internet used to be. So basically, the whole thing started because of these massive laws like COPPA in the US and GDPR in Europe. And look, on paper, these laws make sense. They're meant to protect kids. They're meant to make sure a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Microsoft isn't just harvesting data from 10-year-olds without their parents knowing. And I don't think anyone is going to argue against that. Like, who's going to say, no, don't protect children? That's a losing argument. But the way it's actually being implemented in Minecraft, that's where things get a little weird. In some places already, if you have a Microsoft account and it says you're under 13, the game just locks you out. No multiplayer, no chat, no servers. It just goes dead. And the only way to get it back is for your parents to go through this whole verification process. And this isn't just clicking a box that says, I am an adult. We're talking about actual credit card checks. Or in some regions, they even ask for a small charge to prove there's a grown-up on the other side of the screen. And it made me think about South Korea. I don't know if you remember this, but they had this thing called the Cinderella Law. It was supposed to stop kids from playing games late at night. And for a while, it turned Minecraft into an R-rated game over there. Like, actually, you had to verify you were 19 just to even log into the game because of how the account systems were linked. And I feel like that was just a preview of what's coming for the rest of us. I was reading about these new online safety acts in the UK and parts of Europe, and they're talking about mandatory age estimation, which sounds like a fancy corporate term for scanning your face or uploading your passport, just to prove you're old enough to use a chat box in a game about square blocks. And like, does that actually make the game safer? Because let's be real for a second. If someone is a bad actor and they want to cause trouble, they're going to find a way around a face scan. They're going to find a way around an ID check. These systems usually just end up being an annoying obstacle for the average person who just wants to play the game after school or work. But the real part that hits me, at least for me personally, is the end of anonymity. I grew up in an era where the internet felt like this. Wild West. You had a username, you had a skin, and that was it. You weren't linked to your real world identity. You didn't have a digital paper trail connecting your Minecraft world to your government-issued ID. There was a sense of freedom in that. You could just exist now. It feels like we're heading toward a version of Minecraft where every single person on a server is verified, tracked, and linked to a real-life profile. And look, I know some parents are probably listening to this and thinking, good, I want to know exactly who my kid is talking to. And I get that. I really do. I'm not saying your concerns aren't valid, but I also think we're losing something huge in return. We're trading privacy for this illusion of safety. Because the more verified the community becomes, the more the game feels like a service provided by a corporation rather than a world built by players. I keep thinking about the old SMPs, or even just random survival servers back in the day. The chaos was part of the fun. Not knowing who anyone was part of the fun. Now, it feels like everything is being sanitized. Like we're all being put into this safe, corporate-approved box where every message is reported and every account is ID checked. And honestly, it's kind of depressing. Minecraft used to be the ultimate sandbox. You could do anything. You could be anyone. But if you have to show your ID at the door just to say hello in the chat, is it still a sandbox or is it just a digital waiting room? I don't think this is going to stop people from playing. People love Minecraft too much for that. But I do think the vibe of the community is going to shift. It's going to feel less like a secret clubhouse and more like a social media platform like Facebook or something. And I don't think anyone ever wanted Minecraft to feel like Facebook. Anyway, those are just the facts and how I've been feeling about them. It's not just a rumor. The laws are changing, and Microsoft is just doing what they have to do to stay legal. But that doesn't mean we have to like it. I'm curious what you think, though. Like, would you actually scan your ID to keep using Minecraft chat, or would you just stop talking? Actually, I think I know the answer for a lot of people. But yeah, I don't know. I'll see you in the next one.